Salutations, YouTube. Welcome to something a little new on my channel. We're going to call it something. I have some names in mind, but it's mostly going to be me just kind of talking about stuff. Now, I've got Arma 2 here in the background, but it's more of a spoiler. Just, you're probably going to see some Arma 2 gameplay on the channel at some point, I'm sure. But kind of more importantly, I just wanted to introduce this kind of this we're going to be talking, and so here I go. One thing that I wanted to bring up was my last Kerbal video, episode 7, and in the part 2, I didn't actually crash the lander. That was the SAS. I was looking back at the footage, and I had the SAS set to point retrograde, and I overthrusted slightly, and the prograde and retrograde flipped, and as a result, the whole thing went to crap. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the new SAS, as you can probably tell. But I think I'm gonna kind of have to live with it. I think I'm gonna have a new rule for myself, basically that I'm not going to use the node fixtures. Basically, I'm not going to use anything other than stability assist for at anything suborbital. So once I use them potentially to do my deorbit burn, I will no longer, as soon as the craft is suborbital, I'll no longer use those new nodes because they're too dangerous. So, with that out of the way, I wanted to talk a little bit about the future of what I'm going to do with KSP. And so, I really like the challenge that I'm doing. I think it's really fun and really cool. I kind of want to expand, though. I want to do some more things, and I definitely want to do some mod spotlights, I think, because for one thing, the mods that I'm using are totally deserving of them. So I want to do a mod spotlight on Tantaries and kind of show you all the moving parts and show you how it all fits together and what have you. But yeah, I definitely want to do some mod spotlights. I'll probably do one on Cass as well, and a few other things. But I definitely don't want to let my channel kind of become too heavy in one particular game. And I kind of realized this after I have yet to upload it, but at the time of recording, but I did a Wargame Red Dragon piece that was 6 episodes long. Or 6 parts long, rather. It was one episode, one battle, took like 3 hours. It was nuts. So, and I enjoy doing that, but I think there's kind of a limit. So I'm gonna start trying to add a few more games in. If any of you have, anybody who views this has ideas for games that I might play, I don't necessarily need to have them, but having them would be a benefit. I have all the Paradox Grand Strategy games, so Crusader Kings 2, EU4. I also have EU3, which I actually kind of prefer. And I've got Hearts of Iron 3, which I definitely want to play around with. and kind of show you some of the stuff there. That's the World War II one. But I'm thinking about doing like an FTL playthrough, and I want to do some Arma. This is Arma 2 I'm playing now. But yeah, so I definitely don't want to kind of overcrowd my channel with one game, and it kind of seems like it might. I have the potential to kind of go too heavy in one direction. So yeah, there's that. I also kind of wanted to have this as a kind of a suggestion box. This separate series, and I'm thinking what I'm going to call it is Foxx Talks, because it's not really about the gameplay in the background. It's just me talking at you for a while, and we'll see how that goes. I want I'd like suggestions, comments, questions, anything at all, and so I think that'll be interesting. I'd like to get some questions going. I'd like to see some suggestions for games, and you can all just put that in the comments below. So there's all of that, and what else did I want to talk about? Right. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the future of the KSP challenge that I'm doing, the 365-day challenge. Just kind of wanted to talk briefly about my plans with that. So now I'm not going to spoil anything. So if you're anticipating the next episode, I'm not going to ruin it for you. But yeah, so a discovery has been made on the moon, and it's very important, and there's going to be a lot to do with that discovery. And that's mostly going to be Mission Block 2. And I think Mission Block 2 is the first mission block took us 1 week, 7 days to complete, including the overruns for missing our first, by stuffing our first moon landing. That was embarrassing. But I think Mission Block 2 is actually going to be 2 weeks, and that's partly because I'm going to break it up into 2 parts. So that's going to be Mission Block 2, and I guess you'll have to see some of what Mission Block 2 is all about, but I'd like suggestions for what might constitute Mission Block 3. Should I go to Duna? Should I go to Eve? Should I kind of focus more on the airless worlds like Drez or Moho? What should I do? I know I'm going to play around with Minmus a little bit, but besides that, I'm not really sure. Well, anywho, I think that'll do for this kind of first episode. And I don't have a lot of things to respond to, and I don't know as I'll make this a regular feature, but I definitely wanted to kind of address a few things with this video, and so we'll see. Depending on the feedback I get, I might make this a permanent fixture of the channel, or I might not. Anyway, I've been Fox. This has been Foxx Talks, and I'll see you next time.